Alright guys, so per the title, this video, it really does suck. I've mentioned before that my videos, they're raw. I do them raw. Meaning I don't use a lot of special equipment and whatnot. And essentially I use iMovie, which is the native film editor inside of iPhone, and I brought it to its knees this time. So the result was I lost a lot of footage, and it was a big mess. I got on that bullshit then.
Nobody ever paid $89.95 for it.
In fact, I wasn't even going to publish this, but I thought, well, it takes the time to make it, so I might as well. If you watch the entire thing, you'll see exactly what I mean, and I don't know, maybe there's some gold for you in here. I can't honestly say.
Get ready to get Krizak and
action! This is a Hyper 7, despite the fact it is perhaps the most popular nitro buggy of all time. There's one thing it has in common with its peers.
if you want to get it cracking,
Upgrade the pipe. Upgrade the pipe. Get busy. It needs a better pipe. Get busy.
oh shit, I built this one.
Yeah, we get it. Everyone that you consulted with had an opinion on which pipe you should upgrade to. I'm not doing that. Instead, I'm going to tell you, no, check that. I'm going to
Show you.
how I go about selecting a pipe for my engines. Pipe selection, as well as bearing maintenance, are the two videos that I feel are a long time coming. So, I'll put it down. I'll lay it down. Check this out.
Check this.
This is one of the wings from a Hyper 7. I like wings. Just because we fire them up and
Ignorant.
doesn't mean they can't look nice. Here's a black wing I have as well. You see, I throw out different looks for the Hyper 7. I like stickers too. I figure I've been rocking ProTech products long enough, I can throw a little sticker on there to represent. For those of you that work on your engines yourselves, and you have some spare parts laying around, let me hook you up with a little tip here. And it's yet another glow plug tip. While I no longer switch brands of glow plugs, I still switch glow plugs quite a bit. And of course, one of the things that I always do is check to make sure that the glow plug is operational. Now, I can tell you, I've burnt my fingers many times doing this. I've got these big old paws, and that's how that is. So here's a corny tip on how I do it. What you have to do is just repurpose your head buttons like this right here. This is actually from a 0.19 engine, Lucy 3.4, but what this does is, I don't have to hold it like this in my hands and then burn the shit out of myself. I just put it in there, and then I'll give you a little, I'll show you right now how we do it. Like that, you see. Look at that, one-handed. By the way, this is a pretty good plug right here. I don't know the brand. McDaniel. Never even heard of it. I got it at a hobby shop where they specialize in air, like, helicopters and planes and stuff like that. But this has been a really good glow igniter. The worst glow igniter I've ever had. I hear so much shit about it. You get a hot shot. Well, from my experience anyway, they don't kind of suck. They suck ass.
They suck.
That's right. Fuck hot shot. We said that.
Did I mention I like wings? So here's yet another black wing that I have for the Hyper 7. Let's not gloss over this sticker. Oh, what is that?
You already know.
But here is my favorite wing for the Hyper 7. And there's a very specific reason why. In my opinion, the OFNA logo is the tightest logo in the entire hobby. I don't know what it is about it, I fucking love it. There's just something about the font and the way the line goes through the middle and whatever, but yeah, definitely my favorite logo. And you see, when I start my podcast, these are the type of talking points you're going to get. We're going to have discussions, you see, on what your favorite logo is. Moving on. Obviously, that I have an Austin-inspired white wing. I had to rock it with a Hopeo one. And then, of course, I have a white Proline wing, and that's how we get down.
I've seen this way. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. I'll be ready for it.
We go with the bout you've all been waiting for. 12
I'm talking about
The next video I'm going to drop is a replay video of a video inside of a video. A bit of a heads up now, this video is going to be all over the place. I plan to run my Muga WX7T. I haven't run in a few months, and right as I stepped outside, the skies opened up. So, I figured I'm watching YouTube and I'm somewhat entertained, somewhat saddened with current, we'll call it arms race among the new generation of power noobs, where they seem to attempt to get the most of the biggest, baddest items in this hobby, and that is their path to success, where I have a completely different approach, and I'll explain why, and I'll try to encourage them to hopefully view things a little bit differently, if not now, at some point in the future when they do figure it out.
Slow down. Make something special out of what you have.
Slow down.
Make something special out of what you have.
Impress yourself, not others.
You're not the only one who buys shit in this hobby.
Make something special out of what you have.
I've seen guys monthly come through this hobby, and of course, they're gonna take it over. And this is due to how much they're spending. And of course, they're car guys. Fat pockets and car guys equal. Well, look, when I see that, if there's one thing I know that will happen, sooner rather than later, they get a bit of a reality check. They get turned out.
Damn.
Fuck your shit. Make it strong. Yeah, I know. Keep in mind, most of the pros have certain items simply because they're given to them. And their job is to low-key make you want to buy them. They're not going to buy them, but if they can make you buy them, they get them for free. In fact, since we're deep into this shit, I'm going to drop yet more.
Did you feel some way? Because you know it's true. Tight girl shit.
And no, I don't care that we've gone extra long. You know why?
Well, I'm assuming it's because you're on that bullshit again.
Yep.
So here's something to think about.
I bet this fool's gonna drop gold.
So, I have myself been offered sponsorship opportunities a few times, and I've always turned them down for a variety of reasons, but it's just not me. Without going into detail, I'm not in this to make money, I'm not in this to be in anybody's pocket, etc. Like, some channels are and have been.
Guys, in this video we take a Traxxas X-Max 8S, which I think is the world's best RC car.
Do you think a Traxxas is the best world's RC car? And if so,
Why? Heads.
However, with that said, I think it's a great thing that these drivers are provided with whatever they want. They should. They're the best drivers in the world. Alright, so you have to understand that these car manufacturers, what they do is they essentially go to the driver and say, what do you want on this vehicle so that you will keep running it? Because if you run our vehicle and you win, people are going to buy it. And they're going to buy that shit. But now, I'm going to drop straight gold for you. So sit down and get ready.
Oh, fella, sir, please. I need to do this one.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I mean, do you think you could handle it, though?
All good. You already know what it is.
Go for it.
Alright, here we go.
Showtime.
Well, for starters, rewind that shit back, homie. I've always wanted to say that.
Keep in mind, most of the pros have certain items simply because they're given to them.
Okay, so, with this understood, what the pros want is not necessarily what you need.
Remember that. In fact, let's take it yet even
Deeper.
because I know you guys are digging this real shit. You know, here's some real shit. I truly believe that if the Hyper 7 were put into Adam Drake's hands, it would be winning races. It's that simple. You see, because Adam Drake would take the buggy and he would win. He'd be, you know, there'd be some things, obviously. I mean, I love Adam. I love him. But he's accustomed to like some very high-end customizable, you know, there'd be some things he wouldn't like, obviously. But he'd be winning. It's that simple. And because he'd be winning, others would buy the vehicle. Hobel would just have to raise the price of like $500 or some shit, right? And then just say, we're back, blah, blah, blah. It would sell.
Shit, I thought it was another.
I don't know, all you gotta do is tell them. But that is a good example, a Gamma. They were nobody until they started winning. I would even be open to paying Adam, funding his charity to enter a race with Hyper 7. They would be a whole lot closer to his Mugen than Lucy would be. Which leads me to something else. You power noobs, one thing y'all need to understand, you know, this Hyper 7, it uses probably, I think I'm using maybe 8 different Mugen parts on it. There's not a whole lot of difference, guys. If we took this vehicle as is right here, right now, and put it on the market for $500, people would be clamoring about what a vicious, vicious kit it is. As someone who has owned, I mean, virtually every brand, save for Kyosho, what I mentioned way back when still holds true to this day. That being the PCR kit is without doubt the most mind-blowing kit that I've ever experienced as far as just what you get, the quality of what you get, etc. And this is why so many parts are interchangeable. This is why I can use Often parts or Robeo parts on Mugen and vice versa. You know, I guess these Japanese companies, they have some form of standardization for their cars. These are these, you know, the MBX style vehicles that I'm mentioning. But believe me, don't believe me, I think you already know. When it comes to the price tag of items in this hobby, it doesn't mean shit. Up is down, hot is cold, wet is dry. It's a scene, man. In fact, I'll let you in on another potential secret. I found a company that distributes RC vehicles. And, you know, I think we've all seen these websites where it's like, okay, this is just too good to be true, right? At first, I kind of thought that, but then I looked a little deeper, and the more I look, the more I'm thinking it's legit. They take PayPal. They their prices aren't just like silly. It's not like you can get a Kyosho MP9 for $100, maybe for $400. But regardless, I'm going to call them tomorrow, and they're out of the country. But I'm going to be purchasing maybe a few kits. As an example, the MBX 6T. I have the 7T, but they have the 6T for $300. So there's some things that kind of make me wonder, some things that don't. One of the things that make me wonder if they're legitimate, they have a lot of vehicles that are discontinued and just can't find it anymore, but they claim to have it in stock. And where it's located, it's a possibility. So we'll see, but I'm going to order something from there via PayPal, because PayPal will protect me. And if I get it and it's legit, I'll let you guys know about it, because the prices are surreal, as is their selection. And I'm kind of at the point where, if they get me, then I deserve to be got. I work in quote-unquote computers, so I can tell fakes. I'm pretty astute with that stuff. But again, there are many things making me think, wait a minute here. And the shipping from this country, and again, it's far away. Shipping is only $28. So we will see. Even then, I get that 6T for $328 total. That's not even close to the best deal that I've ever gotten in this hobby. So deals can be had. So just a little something for the hardcores out there. And assuming it is legit, and I will give it my guarantee. I'm not going to just announce it. I'll let you guys kind of know how we do it, but you'll know. That's all I've got for now. So buckle in, however, because once again I'm about to go
Rat-a-tat-tat.
some videos. I'm backlogged.